We are at notes receivable. Now, notes receivable is a longer term receivable than accounts receivable. Accounts receivable you expect to get back within 1 to 30 days. You're hoping no more than 3 months. But a notes receivable is a little more formal, and you usually sign a promissory note for these. And most of the time you take notes receivable from customers who need an extension of their accounts receivable, that they can't pay it. So that's what we're looking at here. And the first one on December 13th, we accepted a $22,000 note for 45 days at 6% annual. And it's dated the 13th, and we've granted Miranda Lee a time extension. So we're going to prepare an adjusting entry to record all of this, okay? So let's kind of look at what this is going to look like. First of all, I have to, on December 13th, take her accounts receivable and put it into a note receivable. So it's going to be a note receivable Lee. Whoops, I should capitalize that. And I'm going to credit accounts receivable Lee. Okay, and that's going to be for $22,000. That one's pretty easy. You're probably fairly comfortable with that one. Okay, and now this is the one that's going to kick you. First of all, we need to figure out, you'll notice December 13th, and this is going to be due on, what do we got, 45 days from the 13th. So it's going to go into the next month, which means on December 31st, we need to record the interest that she's going to owe us. So let's figure out the interest. And I'm going to do that down here. So first of all, I'm going to figure out the yearly interest, because it's always nice to know. It's a good round figure. Okay, if she were to have this loan for a full year, it would be $1,300.20 in interest. She's only going to have it for 45 days, and we're only going to have it for 18 days as of December 31st. But I'm closing the books, and I have to do adjustments, okay? So that means I need to calculate how much she will owe on December 31st. And all you're going to do is take that number, multiply it times 18, and then divide it by the 360 days. And that's going to tell you she's going to owe us $66 in interest on December 31st. We might as well do this one too. Let's see how much she's going to owe us altogether. So this is going to equal the interest times 45 divided by 360. Overall, she's going to owe us $165. But I need to record this first. So I'm going to, on December 31st, record an interest receivable. She hasn't paid us, but it's an accrued interest. So it's going to be an interest receivable and an interest revenue, because I'm making revenue off of that. And I need to keep track of it. And that's going to be for $66. So that's a credit there and a debit here. Now, when we get down to, oh gosh, what, a few more days on that to pay that off, then we have to do the same thing, but we're going to have to take into consideration this total amount that is due. She's already recognized the $66, but now we have $165 worth that we're going to have to manipulate to make that happen. So that's how you initially record taking it out of accounts receivable, putting it into notes receivable, how you would figure the interest. You always want to look at the end of the month and make sure you're figuring interest for each end of the month period. And then this is how you would record it at the end of the month, as a receivable, because you haven't received the money yet, but she owes it to you, and as a revenue. So that wraps up a very brief overview of this. Now we're going to go, and our next one we're going to do multiple notes receivable.